Stop 34 on the stop 35 actually on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Martinsville Speedway in Martinsville, Virginia. It's the running of the Tums 500 as we are set for racing on this .526 mile paperclip shaped oval. And the points battle heating up after the stop at Talladega. We told you that it was going to be a shake-up in the points, and boy, was it ever. Here is the top four in the points are separated by just 58 points coming into this race at Martinsville. I tell you what, they head to Atlanta looking like this for the finale. It is going to be something else. I will say that for sure. The only spots that did flip-flop was the number 2 and 4 places in the points chase coming out of Talladega. So with Dylan Young leading the points, Joshua Osborne is now the new second place driver in the points. But yeah, I kind of lied and said the points harvest that Chelsea Bowles was going to get. Well, she stayed third in the points though. Only Osborne and Shelton flip-flopped in the points. Osborne is now second, and Shelton dropped from second to fourth in the points chase. And by the way, they both start in the top 10 today at this race here at Martinsville. So with all that said, let's get to the start line for today's running of this event. On the pole at 98 miles an hour, it's his first pole, I believe, this season. It's the number 1 Skull Classic Oldsmobile of Trent Dunham for Second Motorsports. He's on the pole for today's event. He will be flanked by the number 24 DuPont Chevrolet. It's Charles Sammer, winner of the day race at Bristol this season. Row 2 is Kev Shearer, car 57, the Heinz Tomato Ketchup Pontiac. He won the season at the first Richmond event, and he also swept the races at Charlotte this season. Starting alongside Shearer will be the number 70 Rumpel Furniture Pontiac of Zed Weinstein. Row 3 has number 4 in the points, Jessica Shelton, the number 9 Coors Melling Ford. She won at Sonoma this season. She will be alongside the number 52 Alka-Seltzer Pontiac. It is Seth Cole for NNSCRA Motorsports. He had a solid run at Talladega when he came from the back of the pack to finish. I think in the top 10 in that race. Row number 4 has Keith Badson, car 88, the Texaco Haviland Ford. He'll be alongside the number 7 Zurich St. Freeze Ford of Cole Deaver. He's on the outside. Row number 5 has Johnny Gardner, number 28 Texaco Haviland Ford. He will be alongside two-time winner this season, Joshua Osborne, number 2 in the points chase coming into this race at Martinsville. He's in the Western Auto Chevrolet car number 17. Osborne won at the first stop at Darlington and also won at the second race at Michigan. Then it's Quentin Moore. He was the winner of the first stop at Michigan, the number 21 Citgo Ford. He'll be alongside the winner at Yas Marina Circuit. It is Dalton Day, the number 20 Crown Petroleum Oldsmobile. Going to row number 7, I think, is where we're at. Yeah, going to row 7, it is the number 99 Exide Bears SKF Ford of Levi McIntyre, the winner of the season at Dover. And he also won the first Dover event. He'll be starting alongside he also won the Pepsi 400 at Daytona. Starting alongside McIntyre will be the number 43 STP Pontiac of another two-time winner. It's Joshua Collard, the number 43 STP Pontiac. He won this season at New Hampshire and at Kansas this season. Next row down, row number 8 will be Ryan George. He won a season at North Wilkesboro in the Virginia 400, where we'll be heading to next up on the tour for the Tyson Hollow Farms 400. He also won the second stop in the tour at Richmond. He's in the Pennzoil Pontiac car number 30. Starting beside him will be the winner of the first Pocono event, Jesse Turner, the number 94 Sunoco Ultra Oldsmobile. Row number 9, I believe, will be Michael Norman, the number 3 GM Goodwin Chevrolet. He won the season at Chicagoland Speedway. He'll be flanked by Benjamin Miles, who nearly won at Talladega. The last stop on the tour, he's in the 27 Kodiak Pontiac. Row 10 is Joshua Sakuli. He nearly won that race at Chicago in the Red Business Buick number 12. Had to settle for third position in that race after getting past on the last lap. He'll be flanked by John Arndt, winner of the Winston All-Star race. He's in the Valvoline Ford, car number 6. Then it's Paul Minnick in the number.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Some racing here today. Paul Minnick is in the number 4 Sunoco Ultra. Paul Minnick is in the number 4 Kodak Film Oldsmobile. He'll be on the inside of the next row down. And he'll be flanked by the 3-time winner this season, Chris Dollerton, in the 55 Skull Crown Oldsmobile. My fraps may be just a little bit laggy here today, or a little bit choppy, so bear with me on this race. Green flag race, we're underway here at Martinsville. Trent Dunham leading them all down in car number 1 as he has yet to win a race this season. At this point last season, I think he won twice last season in car number 1, including the Southern 500 down in Darlington, which was won this season by Chris Dollerton. Kev Shear going into second position. Battle for third between Jessica Shelton and her buddy Charles Sanford in 24. Sanford in the 24. Shelton in the 9. Shelton, one of our 3 drivers carrying our in-car cameras in today's event. Seth Cole being another driver, as well as, I believe, Chris Dollerton is our 3rd driver carrying a camera for today's event. But she runs 3rd right now. 4th is Sanford. 5th now is Keith Batson, who is top 10 in the points coming into this race on his comeback season in the number 88 Texaco Haviland machine. It's a 95 Thunderbird he's driving, a die-hard Ford campaigner. And he's got Texaco Haviland cars nose to tail. Johnny Gardner running 6th position. Seth Weinstein running in the 7th position in the 70 car. Quentin Moore getting off the wall, and the number 21 machine gets passed by Seth Cole. And now Quentin goes up the track, and now around him goes Ryan George. And here comes the 99 of Levi McIntyre. He's making his way up through the field, and very well in that 99 machine for Rockin' Wrestling Racing. Says he likes that team name, though. He says he likes that name for his team, but however, he says he's no Hulk Hogan. Yellow flag number 1 flying on the day, as I see right here. And, oh, it's number 42, Kyle Matthews. That's crashed in the 42 car, the Silver Bullet. And I think I saw also the 22 car of Sky Commons getting stopped. So first yellow of the day, flying on lap number 5, and here's what happened. Matthews was running right behind the number 31 of Dylan Poteet, and Benjamin Miles turns the 4 of Paul Mennick into Matthews' car. Matthews slams the wall, goes across the track, hits Andrew Perry, and then gets rear-ended by the 29 of Zachary Fitzwater. Talladega winner Amari Stoudemire Jr. gets in the crash, John Gilbert, and the winner at Vegas, Dawson Wise. And whew, Chelsea Bowles barely making it through, number 3 place in the points. Bad break for the 42 of Kyle Matthews, and Sky Commons apparently got a piece of that crash as well in the 22 car. And I don't know, actually really don't know what happened with him, to be honest. Yep, and yeah, he did. Sky Commons got hit the 33 of John Gilbert, and then got rear-ended by the 8 car of Chris Dodd. Sky Commons sitting on pit road. Zachary Fitzwater coming in for service in the number 29 Hardee's Oldsmobile. Fitzwater came off of a top 10 place finish at Talladega Superspeedway, despite avoiding the big one by mowing the grass at about 130 miles per hour. But still nonetheless, it was quite a save, and that gave Fitzwater a top 10 finish. And Sky Commons has just dropped out of the race in the number 22 machine, so he will finish the race in last position. So the yellow flag flying first on the 5th lap of this race here at Martinsville Speedway. We'll get the restart here on lap number 10, or lap number 11, excuse me. Trent Dunham leads. Kev Shears in 2nd. Jessica Shelton running 3rd. 4th position is Charles Sanford. Keith Batson 5th. Johnny Gardner 6th. Zed Weinstein, Seth Cole, Ryan George, and Quentin Moore. The green flag race on lap 11 here at Martinsville. And boy, look at that start Trent Dunham got. Trent basically took off like John Force on that restart as they come out of turn number 2 now. Shelton takes second now. Jess on a points mission here in the number 9 car here after losing quite a few points over the stretch of a few races. Now Shear goes to high side, gets passed there by Charles Sanford, takes 3rd position away. On board Jessica Shelton's car number 9. And sees that second motorsports entry up ahead. Yellow flag flies once again here at Martinsville for the 2nd time today on lap number 13. And I think it might have been Cole Baker, I think, in the 75. I'm not so sure actually on that one. We see the damaged up back in on Kyle Matthews' car from a little earlier. Actually not really sure what could have caused the yellow flag, to be honest. Or it might have been the 25 of Daniel Olson that could have caused the yellow flag to fly. No, it wasn't Daniel Olson. Well, can't find the cause of the yellow flag, so... and Michael Norman gets rear-ended by Dylan Young, the points leader! And I think looking at that back end of Norman's car, that might have been the cause of the yellow flag was Norman. And somebody else hitting each other. Joshua Sekuli's damaged up. Seth Cole's damaged up. Got some short track tempers going on here at Martinsville. Charles Sanford giving a little bump to Shelton. Nonetheless, the second flag, caution flag flies for today here, and let's see if we can get this race green flag here, possibly the rest of the way, hopefully. Trent Dunham leads the race. I really do not want a caution-fill event at Martinsville. I really don't. Trent Dunham leads the race here as a green flag flies on the 18th lap of this race. Jessica Shelton in 2nd position. 3rd is Charles Sanford. Let's keep an eye on that lap traffic right there. The 25 and the 18, see how much trouble they cause. Lap traffic has been known to be kind of a nuisance. Johnny Gardner goes inside of Charles Sanford. He'll take this 3rd spot away. Power move by the number 28 Texaco Haviland car. And now he's got a side sets on that 9 of Jessica Shelton as she goes inside of Dawson Wise. And whoa, that was close. And Wise turns Shelton! Dawson Wise has turned the 9 around! Jess is going to kill me again. And for the 3rd time today, the yellow flag flies. This is going to be cautions breed cautions, I swear to. And Levi McIntyre talks about he's bad at track I&I. Well, what the old saying goes, when it rains, it pours. And that seems to be the term for Jessica Shelton lately. Same one who had one time had a 152-point lead coming out of the race at the second stop at Michigan. Dawson Wise would not get out of the way. Then Dawson drives up into Shelton's car, turns her around. Johnny Gardner gets into the wall in the 28 machine. I really don't know if that was actually the cause of the original cause of the yellow, to be honest. I really don't know. Because nope, that was the cause of the yellow flag. My bad. She was running in second position when it all happened, and let's ride along with Jess on this one. Daniel Olson wouldn't get out of the way beneath her. And I think the yellow flag was already flying. Actually, when Jess got turned. So it may not have cost her all that much, to be honest, but I don't know what happened further back, though. Well, I ain't got time to waste. I ain't wasting my time trying to find the replay on this one. Well, it didn't cost Jess all that much. She is in second position still in this race, though. But she is not gonna be happy with that 18 of Dawson Wise. As far as how all this went down. Several cars a lap down here. Daniel Olson, Dawson Wise, Zachary Fitzwater, and Paul Minnick in that 4 machine. The green flag waves once again on lap number 24, on lap number 25, coming from the 3rd caution flag of the day. Lap traffic inside. Lead cars on the outside lane. And oh, and Johnny Gardner's crashed! And oh no! And for the 4th time today, the yellow flag flies. This time it was the 20 of Johnny Gardner and the 4 of Paul Minnick as the yellow flag flies on lap 26. It's moments like this, guys, which just makes me wonder if 16 seasons of this BS is all worth it. I said that at the night race at Bristol, by the way, too. Gardner got turned by the 24 of Charles Sanford. And yeah, Dawson Wise is another victim of this whole deal too. Minnick hard in the wall, and there goes that 4 car. And Johnny Gardner gets spun out of that 3rd position, and look at all those positions he's losing right there. And I think he just barely beats Cole Deaver to the start-finish line. And Kev Shear somehow is in the crash too. Somehow crashed. Paul Minnick, the 4 car. And what happened to Trent Dunham? I don't know what happened to the one of Dunham. He got damaged up, and something must have happened while we was checking replays that took Trent Dunham and Kev Shearer. Got them damaged up. Shearer's already out of the race as well. I'm looking at in the 57 car. So Dunham back in 22nd position. That's going to give the lead to Jessica Shelton. And Johnny Gardner running right now back in the pack. Joshua Collard's damaged up. Cole Deaver's damaged up. Matt Dallio in the 15's damaged up. What in the wide world of sports happened is what I like to know. I'm calling it. Caution number 5 is going to happen right now. I'm calling it. Jessica Shelton leads the race here. 2nd position is Charles Sanford. Ryan George in third. Weinstein and Quentin Moore the top 5. Green flag waves again. Lap number 32. And oh, the yellow flag's flying once again. Caution 5 happening on lap 33. What? The pace car just came down pit road, just stopped, and all of a sudden turns right back around. And that was caution number 6. Caution number 5 happening. I'll look and see what happened. Yep, I see now why. Cole Baker got spun on the restart by the one of Trent Dunham. Collard and Deaver. Making their way down pit road. 5 cautions in the first 38 laps. Pathetic. It's my series. Green flag waves again on lap 39. Shelton still leads. Caution 6 is probably going to fly right now. Yep, called it. Joshua Collard spun. Chelsea Bowles into the wall. Stoudemer Matthews hits Bowles. Chris Dalton coming down pit road. Caution 6 flying on lap number 39. Restart about to happen on lap number 45 of this race. 6 caution flags. I'm gonna get ripped. I'm gonna get my butt ripped up on this racetrack. I don't care. This series is crap. And yes, I'm saying bad about my series. I'm talking about my own series. I really am. Jessica Shelton leads. Lap 45 restart. Sam for second. Third is Ryan George, then Weinstein and Dalton Day. Fitzwater and Weinstein crash. Caution number 7. I should have just turned cautions off for this track. I think somebody just told me to either fix the tracks or don't run them at all. We're just not even going to show the replays anymore. We're just going to zip through them. Cars out of the race. Weinstein, Fitzwater, Dalio, Jones, Shearer, Bryant, and Sky Commons. Restart happening, lap 51. Caution number 8 is probably going to fly the next lap. Shelton still leads. And Ryan George just got spun. Car number 30. Jesse Turner's off the wall. Caution number 8 is flying on this lap. And Seth Cole just got turned. Kyle Matthews coming out of pit road. Dylan Young coming out of pit road. Looks like Dollarton coming out of pit road. And it looks like, to me, like Charles Sanford just took the lead from Jessica Shelton. This one I am going to look back and see because I just did not see what happened. Ryan George, who was running 3rd position, got turned coming out of turn number 4. And it's been Calamity Corner. He just lost spot to Johnny Gardner. Ryan George gets pulverized there by the 21 car of Quentin Moore. Osborne is damaged up in the 17 car. There's Ryan George sitting on pit road. Restart from the 8th caution of the day on lap number 58. Charles Sanford out in front. Sanford up the track there. Here comes Shelton to the inside. Nothing doing. Norman and Gardner's alongside of both drivers. Seth Cole's off the wall. And trouble again. Shelton to the inside. Sanford has the high lane to his advantage. Shelton dives inside. Who wins race back to the start-finish line? Shelton looks like she's going to. Nope, pace car's actually not out on the race. Pace car's actually not out though, surprisingly enough. We actually made it through 3 laps of a green flag for once. Anyway, right now Jessica Shelton leads the race. 2nd position now belonging to Keith Badson. 3rd position is Charles Sanford. 4th is Jesse Turner, and 5th is Quentin Moore. Plenty of damaged up cars at Martinsville. And oh, Johnny Gardner just stopped Shelton into the wall, and now John Arndt bumps her. As yellow flag number 9 just flew. Number 9 just... And I think it was the 7 of Cold Deaver. I'm not really sure. No, it was not Cold Deaver. It was Stoudemer and Bowles, I believe, that crashed. Used to be Martinsville can go clean and green for every frickin' lap. What happened? Perry's crashed into Cole. Stoudemer drives into Chelsea Bowles. That's 3rd place in the points. That's just got trouble. And Chelsea Bowles riding 19th at the moment. Joshua Osborne, 2nd place in the points, runs 18th. Keith Batson coming out of the pits. 9th caution of the day, flying on lap... I'm just actually not going to bother doing the caution flag captions in this video. Pace car ducks up on the pit road. Jessica Shelton, can she hold them all off for her second win of the season? Second place is Charles Sanford and Jesse Turner. Quentin Moore and Levi McIntyre running in 5th position. I'm not going to announce no one until we get this race green flag. I really am not. I'm just in this effort. I'm in the... not in the mood for this crap. Jonathan Zorland going inside of Levi McIntyre, and we're under yellow for the 10th time. A new Castrol GTX Cup Series record. I think we hit the record. I think after about 6. I don't know. I don't know, and I don't give a crap. The 10th yellow flag of the day flies when Trent Dunham... No, I don't think it was Trent Dunham. Trent did spin, actually. Yeah, it was. Trent goes right into Joshua Osborne, turns into Osborne, spins him, and then Trent, I think, got turned by Chelsea Bowles. Yes, he did. Trent was running 16th when this happened. And Levi McIntyre getting rumpled out of the way by Dalton Day. I thought starting single file was going to calm things down, but no. Average speed a Holland butt, 52 miles an hour after 70 laps of this race at Martinsville Speedway. And if the yellow flag flies for the 11th time, this race will be over, regardless of who crashes, which I think will happen. Green flag flies, lap 73, 3 laps to go. And John Arndt goes inside in car number 6. Inside goes Jesse Turner. Does he get Shelton? He might. Arndt stays in the inside groove. And here comes Jesse Turner. Here comes Jesse Turner. He's going to try to go to the inside lane. Shelton holds him off at the moment. 2 laps to go. It'll be the white flag next time by. For Jessica Shelton, can she hold Jesse Turner off? In these final, coming to the white flag, they'll have 1 more lap to go. 9 versus 94. Quentin Moore takes 3rd position away from Charles Sanford. Quentin Moore goes to the inside racetrack here. Moves Jesse Turner up the high side. The battle's going to be for 2nd position. Out of corner number 4, the Demolition Derby, Tums Fast Relief 500, belongs to car number 9. Jessica Shelton wins at Martinsville. Thank God this race is over. And don't misunderstand me, I am not mad because she won the race, but I am mad about how wild, how caution-filled this race got. For all intents and purposes, this would be, for all intents and purposes, this is a big points day, however, for Jessica Shelton. She is, with her win at Martinsville today, her second of the season, and that's going to move her right back in the points contention. After this race, 52.782 the average speed. Quentin Moore comes home second in this race. That's not what I'm really going to call this race, but screw it. Quentin Moore comes home second. Jessica Shelton wins the race. Quentin Moore second. Third, Jesse Turner. Fourth, Charles Sanford. Levi McIntyre ends up fifth. Benjamin Miles comes home in sixth position. Joshua Sikuli seventh. Eighth was Andrew Perry. Ninth, Chris Dodd. And second place in the points, Joshua Osborne comes home in the 10th position after getting spun out late in the going. Daniel Olson 11th. 12th, Michael Norman. Nick Johnson 13th. 14th was Cole Baker. Keith Batson 15th. And bear in mind, every single car in this race was all damaged up. No kidding. Keith Batson finishes 15th, and he didn't have a hood on his car. Trent Dunham comes home 16th. Seth Cole 17th. Zach Winkle, Dalton Day, and Chelsea Bowles rounds out the top 20. Bowles was third in the points, as I said, coming in. John Arndt, 21st. 22nd, Kyle Matthews. 23rd, the points leader, Dylan Young. He loses quite a bit of points to the front bunch. I'm just gonna let y'all see where y'all finished. Okay? Good. Cars out of the race. Zed Weinstein. Zachary Fitzwater with an oil leak. Matt Dallio because of a crash. Jeremy Jones because of a crash. Cav Shearer because of a crash. JT Bryant because of a crash. And Sky Commons because of a crash. But anyway, the next stop on the tour will be at North Wilkesboro Speedway for the running of the Tyson Holly Farms 400. Again, our congratulations to Jessica Shelton as she takes home the title here at Martinsville Speedway. In what actually is named the Tums Fast Relief 500, but it should have been called the Demolition Derby Dirt Fest 500, the way everybody was wrecking, and 10 flippin' caution flags. I can't freaking believe it. For 75 laps. And let me explain something here, guys. I mean, I want to run tracks that NASCAR runs currently and has historically run. I run 3 tracks because for historical purposes, meaning Rockingham, North Wilkesboro, and Riverside. That's the tracks that I run on historical purposes. The rest of the tracks I run what NASCAR runs now, since everybody else does that for their series. I just want to remind you that's what I want to do. That's what I want to continue to do. And if I can't find right versions of the track, I always seem to get chewed up. But I'm not going to name the person who does so. But it's mostly this. It makes me wonder, is 16 seasons of this worth it? But anyway, congratulations again to Jessica Shelton for her win today in the Tums Fast Relief 500. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. In our races, gaming videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole, desires on this channel. So North Wilkesboro's next stop in the tour for the Tyson Holly Farms 400. Points distributed at the end of the video here. Until this is James Qualls. I'm out of here. Screw it. See you next race on the tour. And it's been a production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 5 years of offline racing at its best, or in this case, at its worst. In the case of my series, I'm not saying Seth Cole's, any of his series is the worst, because it's not. You best better be watching Seth's races instead of mine.